Hey everyone, this is Cheryl from Sisters with Scale, and I would like to introduce Andrea Masfelton from Sydney, Montana. She is the founder of ACS Cleaning, and I wanted to have her on today because to share her story because she's having such incredibly amazing results super fast in the Drop the Mop and Scale accelerator. So welcome, Andrea. Thanks for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your business, when you started it and why you started it.
So I started it in April of 23, but I really put my head down and went public August of 24.
Okay.
And I started it because I really saw a need for residential cleaning here in the town. And I'm good at cleaning. I love to help people, and it just made sense.
Yeah. What's your town like? Is it suburban? Is it more rural area?
But we're small. We have like
You're small. Okay.
6,000.
So you must clean your town and then outside as well.
Yeah, we travel about 45 minutes away around.
Okay. So that's quite a bit of town. A lot
Yep.
of towns then. So what challenges have you faced as you've been building your cleaning company?
Definitely hiring and training, find the right people that actually want to clean to the ACS standards as a business, not just like,
Clean your house, your own
yeah,
house.
yeah, actually business setting.
And
So,
so do you just do residential or do you do like other types?
no, we do commercial and residential. So we do a lot of business offices, and we're also kind
Okay.
of going into the oil field as well. Their living quarters, the trailers out on location, things like that.
So that's different. I think that's like so cool. So like this is where the guys that work in the oil fields like they live like during the week. Is that what it looks like?
Yeah, like for their 2 weeks, or even the company men that come out on location, they need an office to work in. So like the offices will be out on location to work in, and they need a spot that's clean and
Good. Sort of
tidy.
like that TV show, right? What is it? Landman? Is that what it's?
Yep,
Yeah,
just like
okay,
it.
that's cool. Except that's in Montana. I think the show was in Texas,
Texas,
but
correct.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
similar. So
Yep.
what would you say like your biggest obstacles were that had you, seek out help and find me?
Definitely pricing and hiring. So I just had no idea where to start with pricing. I didn't want to be too low, didn't want to be too high. Both of those are not a good mix, not a good look. So
Right.
that was hard. And definitely training. I didn't
Train
even know,
people.
yeah, how to do it. Obviously, it's in my head, but how do I get it out?
Were you like, so you obviously had employees before. What were some of the struggles you were happening with them?
Oh, they weren't the quality that ACS needed. And
Okay.
also figuring out how to be fair for, mileages, or, they're cleaning at the house, not clocked in. So how do you justify?
That's right.
Yeah.
So before, were you paying them when they got to the house, like per job?
Hmm.
Yeah, everyone kind of does it a little bit different. And if you're paying W-2, as long as they're in your presence, they have to be on the clock. Otherwise, like that's technically like illegal and people don't get that.
Hmm.
I remember you reaching out about that. So you've been hitting some like insane
Hmm.
numbers. So when we started working together, which was back at the beginning of the year, I want to say February, where were you at then monthly for monthly revenue?
That was like 10,000 to 12,000, somewhere in that range.
Okay. And then your last month
Month.
was your highest month. What was that month?
Yep, 27,000.
That's so crazy. That's like more than double. That's like almost triple. And that's 10,000 to triple is a big number. What do
Yeah.
you think? That was in like 5 months. So what do you think? How did that happen in your opinion?
Hiring. Definitely hiring.
Hiring.
One
Okay.
person can only do so much, and you're capped out. So you need more people,
Okay.
but yeah.
So when you were doing the 10,000, was that basically just you cleaning?
Hmm. And one
Okay.
other person like part-time. And I went through definitely one, if not two, for sure, one employee that just, was losing me money. So
They just slow. Is that why?
yeah, and just not quality. So I pretty much had to go do it myself anyways. And yeah, so
Yeah.
she was let
So
go
when
before the meeting.
when we first started working together, that's when you really started hiring people then.
Yeah.
Okay. How was that? Was that scary?
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
your first interview, you're just like, what do I do? What do I say? So thank gosh I had some guidance on that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, like what do you say to get the answers you need to make sure that they're a fit for the company?
Right, because not everyone's a fit. It just
Yeah.
because just because people say, "Oh, I love to clean. Oh, I'm self
Yeah.
OCD. Oh, I love to clean my house. My house is always clean."
Yeah.
That is not professional cleaning. Like,
Gosh, no. Anybody can hold a rag and hold a mop.
yeah, exactly. So tell everyone, like, what was your experience? Because people like to know, what was your experience? You're still in the program with me. It's a 6-month
Mhm.
program. And Drop them up in scale. Like, what did you like about it? What helped you? Tell me about like your take on that.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. Like your knowledge and your expertise is absolutely wonderful in it. You've been there, you've done it, but to also have that tied with people who are also in the same boat as I am that are wanting to scale and do better, it's
Yeah.
nice to also feel it's possible. And we have both that and your knowledge and expertise. I mean, both of them together is just a fantastic match and we can scale together.
And everyone is all in different states, like in the group
Yes.
program. That's what's so cool. Like you are from like Montana. We have Brittany from, I mean, not Brittany, we have Brianna from North Carolina. Like everyone's kind of spaced out, but everyone's going through the same thing in a different state. So I think there's quite a camaraderie in the group program.
Yes.
I think
And
like,
not only that, you like to have one person say for pricing on what they do is also the same pricing all the way across the country. You can kind of like average it out and be like, okay, what is okay, that is all right. We can work with that. So it's
and
nice.
every state's a little bit different. Like some
Mhm.
states charge less. That just has to do with that just has to do with
People.
wages and
Yeah.
costs of housing and stuff like that, right? So
Yes.
I want to say that you're pretty close to, I'm in Massachusetts. You and I are pretty similar with
Yeah.
pricing. So what do you think the major changes the program has helped you make?
Definitely being having the confidence because having the expertise and the knowledge from you and the group all together, definitely knowing how to price things, how to train people, and all in all, having that knowledge, it all comes down to having the confidence to then execute it, which that's what I did. The best thing that helped me was to know that, execute it, and go
Yeah.
faster than if I was to just do it by myself.
Because when you're alone, it's hard to know if you're making the right like decision.
Exactly. And then you just don't make it for months.
Right. Is that what happened to you? You just
Yeah,
stalled or
100%. It was way, way slow than what it could have been.
slow? Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So do you have any advice for cleaning business owners who are struggling and thinking about maybe getting help, or they're having a hard time like pulling the trigger, or deep down inside like they know they need the help but they're like, I don't know if it's right for me, I'm just not going to do nothing. Like what would you say to that person?
If you ever want to scale and be more than what you are, everyone needs a mentor to do that. So yeah, no, I would definitely advise it. You're gonna go get the results way faster than if you're just trying by yourself by trial and error. And some errors could cost you. So
Like hiring, like you said, right, you had someone that would cost you money.
mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
you never really know. So what is next for you? Like what are you going to be focused on in your business?
Well, I just got done hiring another employee. So obviously looking at doing more training, but definitely tightening up my SOPs in the employee handbook
Yeah.
because that needs to be done.
Well, that makes it that
And
is so in creating all those documents like SOPs is that's part of a system, right?
mhm.
To have everything like super regimented, like your hiring, your onboarding, your training, your employee handbook. Every business needs those things. And the more that you have those things, the more it shows potential employees that you're a real business. And I think that's where a lot of cleaning business owners in the beginning, they don't have that stuff and they can't keep people because they don't have that stuff. They don't look like your job could be a stepping stone for them and they go like work somewhere else.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So and then along with that is just build more clientele. I have the people now it's growing.
Money. So if you're at 27,000 a month now, what's next?
Oh, I'm shooting for 50.
Woo! All
Yeah.
right. Awesome. So I get the privilege of meeting you in person in a couple months in September at the Rise Retreat. I'm
Yeah.
super psyched. Everyone's
Me
super
too.
psyched. There's like 9 of us. I think it's 9 that are coming. And so what the Rise Retreat is it's an intimate 3-day retreat on the seacoast in Seabrook, New Hampshire, which is near me. I'm in Massachusetts, but I'm right like on the line of New Hampshire. It's in New England. All the Drop the Mop students are coming. Some Sisters Elite people too. It's a treat and it's intensive learning. All we're going to do is try businesses for 24/7. It's going to be amazing and draining. This is the second year. And I'm super excited to meet you, and I hope you have a great experience.
I cannot
Any
wait.
advice you'd give cleaning business owners now that you've been through oh, you're almost on the program.
Yeah. Well, which way are we going with this? Like for the drop them off, get and drop them off. Like
Yeah.
get in there. You need to do it because I was running ragged. I was just like confused and nothing was straight. It was just a wild race. And
Yeah.
the advice is to get on it, do it, be a part of our team. It's really great to, people say, oh, you're just going to a group or whatever, but this is not just a group. Like we actually really do help each other. And
Yeah.
I love my Thursday afternoons.
I know. I love it too.
I love it. It's great. So
I know.
advice is to get it straight, keep
Get
wanting
it
to do better and scale. And
I think a lot of people have fear. So especially women, I think women have fear of like, you know, taking, so it's like a calculated risk, right? And I think the big thing of it is it's not really whether or not the program will help anyone. It's whether or not you think you can do the steps.
yeah,
It's the belief actually like in themselves. Like you already have an instinctive belief in yourself. Like you execute, like that's one thing I can say that like I watch you and I'm just like, she's just ready to go. She just needs all the information and she's going to do everything. People get nervous like just to make choices for themselves.
and I think that comes with the fear and the confidence. And I am very much so where like 90% of my choices, I have to know everything, like 90% of everything before I execute it. And I don't know if that's a flaw, but I think it's working pretty well. But that's where it comes in. Now that I am more confident, having all the knowledge, I can do it. Then I don't have that fear.
I would say knowing 90% is good. You don't have to know 100% about everything all the time. And I think that's where people get like, what do they call that? That analysis paralysis. They get stuck.
Yeah.
They
Yes,
overanalyze everything. And then they just, at the end of the day, don't make a decision.
correct.
And you need to get used to knowing just enough to take that step and make a decision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People are going to make mistakes. It's just how do you handle that mistake and go forward? And that's the only way you're going to learn, honestly.
Right.
But
Right. I did a training last week on building a failure resume. I don't know if you saw that one.
yeah,
And it was writing down, getting everything that you've screwed up on, writing it down, getting it on paper and reading it over and over and over. So you get it out of your head on paper, admit it, and then you look at it and you be like, okay, I did that. What are we going to do to move on?
exactly. How do you
That's
fix it?
a lot of it. Like women will like fester and just think of stuff like and overanalyze and lay in bed 3 a.m. You're thinking about, a stupid client or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like you just gotta like get that stuff out and just have the ability to move forward. So I think the group is super encouraging on Thursdays. And they help each other. Like one will see you make a move and then they'll make a move.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the greatest thing that you've ever said that really sticks with me is do not get down on yourself because of something breaks or someone calls out. Like you just pretty much have to expect it. It's
Yeah.
okay. Deal with it and fix it. You can't keep dreading on it at all because it's going to come. It's not going to be a perfect, like when you're in the business, it's not going to be perfect.
No.
You just have to learn how to handle it.
And the more you have employees are going to break stuff, employees going to, screw stuff up, not have quality. You're going to get a cancellation because of an employee. You just have to accept it and improve, work on improving to make less of that. It's not never going to happen. And that's so hard. Like when you were just cleaning, making your 10,000 a month all by yourself, you just needed to depend on yourself. Now you're putting trust in people's hands and it's like scary as shit.
But I just keep telling myself like we're all human. Nobody, just because I run a business does not mean I'm perfect, and no client of mine can expect that. And if they do, I'm sorry. I just have it in my head like we're all human, and I will do whatever I can to fix the problem, and I will do it respectfully and positively. And that's all that I can ask of myself and my team. And my clients love me, so I think they get it.
It's all the way you handle stuff. So if you get a quality complaint, the first thing you want to do, get on the phone, go take a look at it, have them send pictures. Like if you address something right away rather than hiding under a rock and not addressing it, most of the time people are reasonable about
It's
stuff.
just respect. Just be
Just
respectful.
respect, and you apologize, and people understand that people make mistakes. It's when you don't do anything about it, don't offer,
Hide
to go
it.
back and clean, hide it, anything, which that's when you run into problems. But
Yeah.
it's good that the group, someone could be having an issue with quality or a breakage, and then you may hear something you never even thought of doing. You're like, oh, cool, I'm going to
Yeah.
try that, plus all the, the modules, the homework and everything that you guys pack,
Oh, it's great.
personally. So yeah,
It's made me feel so much more confident, honestly.
that's awesome. That is so
Yeah.
good to hear. So good to hear. Well, thank you for being on. I know you have a busy day today. You got to go run around, right? And bring the kids everywhere.
Yeah. Kids, employees, trainers,
Are
all
they
the
out of school? Are the kids out of school?
yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be doing swimming lessons now. So
Oh, cool. Well, thank you very much. I'll see you Thursday,
yep. Thank you so much.
and we'll see you then.
Yeah, see you.
All
Have a good
right.
day.
Bye.